with the male, like I said, there's a God-given right for a male to be a man and a father. That's your God-given right, with your choices in that matter. That was taken away from the male. He was humiliated as a man in that he was beaten, called boy, even by small white boys, kids. He was actually called boy. He had to respond to white children as if they were above or at least as equal. When a father had a child, when he fathered a child, when the male fathered a child, he had no authority over that child. Only the authority that the slave master allowed. If the slave master wanted to sell the child, beat the child, sell the child, or even kill the child, the father had limited authority over that. Without, I mean, he could do something, but he'd take his own life in jeopardy. It was the slave master that actually owned that child. That in itself is the height of insult. It's the height of humiliation for someone to take your own flesh and blood by a God-given mandate to take that away from you and to humiliate you. So black folk could not deal with the humiliation, so they chose other ways in which to deal with it. So they ignored it. So the males became distant from the obligation of his family. Sure, he would drop the seed, but as far as the obligation and some other things, he would deal with that in a different way, because there was no other choice for him. The choices were limited. That has had a devastating effect on us, because those things were passed down. Those things were part of our traditional experience here in America. And you don't change. Tradition is a hard thing to change. There usually has to be a reason, first of all, to change. And people have not brought up the reason because we have ignored the slave experience. So you said the slave experience is on your mind every day. I think it should be on everybody's mind every day, because I think that policies are developed as a result of that. Like I was mentioning in the office there. I mean, the Jim Crow laws that lasted 100 years were developed because of the slavery experience, the effect of the slavery experience.